Happy Thanksgiving, everyone! To celebrate this American holiday, I wanted to show you how to make hand turkeys and turkey hats this week. So for the hand turkeys, you will only need a piece of paper and something to color with, and maybe some googly eyes if you want them. And for the turkey hats, you'll need brown paper, scissors, glue stick, and then some pretty leaves from your garden. So go ahead and collect those, make sure they're nice and clean. So if you spread your fingers apart and place your hand on the piece of paper, then take your pencil and start way back here and just trace around all your fingers. All the way back down around. And now what I like to do is move my hand a little bit and then trace the fingers again. Don't trace the thumb again or your turkey will have two heads. So for that I just start here and this will just give him a fluffier tail. All the way back down. So now we have our little turkey outline. This will be his head and these will be his tail feathers and this is his body. So to color him in, we're going to color the head in probably brown. And then for the tail, you can use whatever colors. I think I'll choose some nice autumn colors so that he looks nice and festive. But yeah, we're going to color in all of this completely. Now while we're coloring, I'd like to tell you the story of the first ever Thanksgiving. Back in 1620, pilgrims from England sailed on the Mayflower to settle in the New World, America. When they arrived, they settled on land which was already home to Native American tribes. The Wampanoag people knew how to fish, hunt, and harvest the land much better than the pilgrims who had just gotten there. One member of this tribe, known as Squanto, kindly taught the pilgrims how to grow food in this new environment. This led to the pilgrims becoming friends and allies with the Wampanoag tribe. One day, some settlers were hunting for food for a harvest celebration. Wampanoag people heard gunshots from the hunt and worried that their allies might be in trouble. When they went to check on them, they learned of the harvest festival and joined in the hunt for the feast. This is how it came to be that Native Americans and pilgrims ate, sang, danced, and played games together on the first ever Thanksgiving. Sadly, this peace would not last long, and the European settlers went on to devastate the Native American population through war and disease. However, today Americans celebrate this peaceful time, reflect on troubles of the past, and give thanks for what we have. We gather with our friends and family and prepare a feast of turkey, stuffing, yams, cranberry sauce, pumpkin pie, and so much more. We watch parades, watch and even play American football, and then we go around the table and see what we're thankful for this year. So this Thanksgiving, decide who you're grateful for. It could be your mom, dad, grandparent, teacher, friend, or librarian. Anyone. So all we have left to do now is make the turkey's little face. So if you take a red pen and give him his little gobble, a yellow for his beak, and you can either draw on his eyes or I think I'm going to use a little googly eye. So there we go. Oh, and with the red too, I'll give him his little crown, his little comb. Perfect. And now, wherever you want on the page, I want you to write who you're grateful for and why. And be sure to show this person when you're done. So that is all for our hand turkeys. Now we will move on to our turkey hats. So if you take your brown paper, and I'm going to draw on the shapes I want to cut out, so I don't make any mistakes. This is going to be the body for the turkey. Make him a little rounder. And then we'll also give him just a little for his head. And now we're just going to cut those out. Now we'll set him aside and we'll take those leaves from your garden. So I found these ones. And we're gonna layer them so that they look like a turkey tail. Like that. And then we're just gonna glue them all together. Do a big dot of glue in the center. I like to try to stagger them a little bit so that there are more spots where the leaf peeks through. And that's stuck. So we'll do the same for our last leaf. And then just push it all down so that it gets nice and stuck. And we're gonna cut off the stems so it makes it easier to put on the hat. So we're gonna do another big dot of glue. And this time we're gonna add our little turkey body. And now on the back of the head, more glue. And we stick this one so it overlaps a little bit, so he has a neck. And there's our turkey for our hat. You just draw on his face. So I'm going to use my googly eyes again. Slightly different sizes. And we'll give him his beak, his little waddle, and his comb. And I might give him little wings too. Any little detail you want to give him. And if you want, we can color him in a little bit again too. So now we'll set him aside and work on the little hat crown part. So for this, you're gonna want to cut your paper into long strips so it can wrap all the way around your head. Now we're gonna glue all of these together so it becomes one big long strip of brown paper. Now let's make sure that this is long enough that it can fit around our entire head. And decide where you want to glue it so that it'll be just tight enough to stay up. Mine is right here, so remember that and glue it together. So just gluing it down so that it makes a circle. Now, if the glue is dry, I'll just double check to make sure. Yes, it fits perfectly. So now all we have to do is glue these two parts together. So I'm going to put a lot of glue on the front of my crown. And then we're just going to try to stick the turkey down onto it. Press that down and wait for it to dry. Okay, now that the glue is dry, let's see how our turkey hats look. Amazing! Well, I'm feeling very festive now. I hope you've had fun making our turkey crowns and our hand turkeys. And I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving! To learn more about Thanksgiving, reserve any of these books and much more through Wandsworth Libraries.